Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. So today we will be seeing how to solve problems on percentages and the few of the important concepts which will help us to solve the problems very quickly. So before going into the main concepts, let's look at how do we know the percentage of any number. So many of you might already be knowing this, but it's for those who don't know, it's very important concept. So for example, say I have 5,000 as a number. Okay, so what do we, if someone asks you just calculate 10% of the number 5,000, how do we do that? You don't have to go for 10% like 10 by 100 into 5,000 and then calculate every time. So what you can do is 10% is 1 point here. So 10% of 5,000 is 500. If somebody asks you what is the 1% of 5,000, then two uh, numericals will shift to the left. So 1 2. So 50 is the 1% of 5,000. Similarly, if they ask 0.1 3, 0.01 4, and so on, you can also verify this. So 10% is 500, which we can directly get. So it can be applied to any number. So if, for example, you say have number. Okay, so what is the 10%? 5075.6. So similarly, if there is any, if 20% or 30%, you can just put a number here and multiply it by 2. So I'll just take an example over here. I'll take an easy number so that it's easy to understand, but it can be applied to any complex number as well. Okay, 3050. So what is the 20% of it? So 20%, 10% first is 305, and 20 is 305 into 2, which is, sorry, 610. Okay, so this is 20% of 3050. So this is how you can calculate percentage of any number quickly without having to go for actual multiplication and all those calculations involved. Okay, so this was the basic thing. Then we'll go to the advanced concepts to how do we solve problems based on this. So the first one is, let's look at the first concept. Yeah, x is what percent of y? So when someone asks this or the question comes this, x is what percent of y, we might get confused whether x it is x by y or y by x. Okay, so just remember x is what percent of y. So when they're asking like x is what percent of y is the denominator, because they're asking x is how much of x is y, that is what they're asking. So x is x by y into 100. This is the equation for x is what percent of y. I hope it is clear. It's just a matter of understanding the English over here. It's nothing complicated. But yeah, when they are, the question is x is what percent of y? It is x by y into 100. Next is percentage change. Percentage change is, say you have 100 initial value and then it is 125. Okay, so you need to calculate the change. This is initial value, final value. So you need to calculate change. What is the change? 125 minus 100, 25. So this is the change upon initial. So the percentage change is always calculated on initial unless it is mentioned that change needs to be calculated on the specific number or the final value. If it is nothing mentioned, keep in mind it is always on the initial value. So 125 by 100, which is the initial, into 100. So the percentage change obviously will be the 25%. I hope it is clear. Now we'll move to the next concept, that is constant percentage change and successive percentage change. So this is what we call as simple change. Constant percentage change can be called as simple change because say you start with 100 and there is 10% increase on the initial value. So 10% of increase is 10% of 100 is 10, so we add to that. But now this only constant percentage that 10% will go on adding here. So the next will be also 120. This 10% will also add to this and so on. But successive percentage change is different. So it will start with 100, then we take 10% of 100, which gives us 110. Now we take 10% of 110, which gives us 110 plus 11, 121. Now we take 10% of 121 and add it to it, which is 121 plus 12.1. So 133.1 and so on. So this is the basic difference between constant change and successive percentage change. So this can be also you will see more of such concept in simple interest and compound interest. So that topic basic comes from this. Next we will see absolute percentage change, which is, say for example, you are given a percentage change has been done successively as first 10% rise and then 15% rise. Okay, so what is the aggregate of this? So after these two percentage rise, what is the aggregate percentage increase that has been done on the say article? So that comes from this formula where A and B both are percentages. Okay, so if you apply it here, 10 plus 15 plus 10 into 15 by 100. Okay, so 25 plus 1.5, 26.5. So successive percentage changes of 10% and 5% will be equivalent to one percentage increase of 26.5. That is the meaning of absolute percentage change. Next, we will move on to seeing what variations in this. So it need not be that it can be applied only for percentage increase. It can be also applied to percentage decrease or a combination of percentage increase and decrease. So say for example, shopkeeper first increases the price of a pencil or any article by A, and then he gives discount on that or again increases on that. So different combinations it is we can solve this as well. So what I mean by this is, say there is first case is 10% increase, both are positive, 10% and 15%. Next is both are negative, say he is giving discount of 5% and again a discount of 10%. But now say he is first marking up the price by 10% and then giving a discount of 5%. So what is the aggregate effect of this combinations? You can get by using these formulas. So I hope everyone understood this. Now we'll move on to solving questions on these, taking examples based for these concepts. So first one, let's see. If A's salary is 50% more than B, then by what percentage B's salary is less than A's salary. So let's see what this sentence means. Okay, A's, let's look at the first part of the sentence. A's salary is 50% more than B. So A is 50% is 1.5 into B, right? And B's salary is B. Now what it is asking is by what percentage B's salary is less than A's salary. So again it is like X is what percent of Y, which we covered earlier in the first concept. So B by A into 100. So now B will remain B. A is what? 1.5 B into 100. So B gets cancelled. So 1.5 is 3 by 2. So 1 by 3 by 2 into 100, which is so when 2 comes to the numerator, so this is 1 by 3 is 33% into 2, 66.67%. I hope so. I'll just write it here for the final answer, 66.67%. So B's salary is 66.67% less than A's salary. This is how we calculate using the concept which we discussed earlier. Now let's move on to next question. A's weight is 25% that of B's and 40% that of C's. So let's see here now. A is 25% means 0.25 that of B, and A is 0.40% that of C. So now what we can do is we need what percentage of C's weight is B. Now we need in same terms. So let's convert this into B is what? 0.25 is 1 by 4. Yeah. So okay, let me do this. 0.25 into A. So this can be written as 4A. Similarly, C is 1.4 into A, which is 2.5A. So we have in same terms B and C. So it asks what percentage of C's weight is B. Now it is asking what percentage of C's weight is B. Means the total is C and it is asking what percentage of that total is B's weight. So it is B by C into 100. So B is 4A by 2.5A into 100. So A cancel. So this will be 40. So the answer is 160%. So B's weight is 160% of C's weight. That is what this means. Okay, I hope everyone got this. Now we'll look at next example. So this is the successive thing which we successive rise or decrease in percentage. Let's see how do we solve this. If X is increased by 20% and 25% successively, its value increases by 30. What is the value of X? So we'll see here. first we'll see what is the aggregate effect of 20 and 25%, which will come from the formula which we discussed earlier, a plus b plus ab by 100. Okay, so applying this, 20 plus 25 plus 20 into 25 by 100. So this gives us 50%. So the net effect of two successive increases 50%. Now it says if x is increased by the 20% and 25, its value increases by 30. So what does means is the new value. So say the original value was x. After two successive increase, its value increased by 50%. So the new value will be 50% increase of x, which is 1.5x, and the new value increase is 30. So 1.5x minus x gives you 30. So because the value in original value minus the new value, the increase difference is 30. So now just we need to find the value of x. So 0.5x is equal to 30. So x is equal to 60. I hope everyone is getting this. Pretty straightforward. You just need to understand the remember the formula over there, and then you'll be able to answer this. Yeah. So next one is we'll look at this example. Coconut oil is now being sold at 27 per kg. During the last month, its cost was 24 per kg. Find by how much percent a family should reduce its consumption to keep the expenditure same. So pretty simple here. You just need to understand the concept. This will come from, don't need to solve anything here. This will come from the concept that percentage change formula. Okay, so initial value was 27. Yeah, new value is 24. So what is the change here? 27 minus 24 is 3. Okay, so initial value, final value, or new value. So how much since we asked what is the like percentage decrease in consumption, so decrease by 27 into 100, so which is equal to 11.11%. I hope everyone knows how to solve this percentage quickly. So 3 by 27 is 1 by 9 into 100, and in one of the previous videos I have covered how do we remember such percentages, and so that we can directly use them without calculating. So 100 by 9 is 11.9, that is a standard value. Please visit the video on percentages so that you understand how do we do this. Yeah, so that's all on percentages and applications. All so we'll be trying to come up with unique examples so that all the top concepts are covered in each of the topics. And so these are the important ones under percentages. All the other whatever questions you might face will be a variation of such kind, but the concepts will be the same. So that's all on percentages and its applications. Thank you.